Okay, I have a page here that shows some of the challenges I had yesterday when I was drawing in a library, and a gentleman was doing some research on the computer, and he kept changing his position. So if you look at the sketchbook, one of the things you notice is I've numbered the faces, and that gives you a sense how I developed the page. So he was the first guy I drew, but when I started the drawing him, he changed his position and he quickly dropped his arm. I had only started the drawing, and I started the drawing with a flesh color pen that's light and can easily be changed. And you can see I started right here, and then he moved. I'd gotten part of his head. So I went off to the second pose, and again the light flesh tone, and he was there for a while, so I was able to develop his jacket, the lighting, his hair. And he would come back to that pose a couple times. He moved again, and then I got this pose, right, where he's leaning on his elbow. And then you can see there's a shadow down here of the window, because the sun is in the west coming through the light, and it was changing. The light on him was changing. So eventually, at one point, he had this pose, and he's in shadow. It was very, very interesting. He got really leaned forward, and a window brace or something threw a shadow on him. So I had done this, and then here is a quick one where I'm just using a big brush. So I would use a big brush like this sometimes, and then I can come back in and I can do details. So and then he came back to this pose. At that point, I got back on there and I worked and developed him up. And I'm using a variety of techniques, which is my fingerprints. You can see those. And it slowly, as I worked around, as he changed, I kept developing more images of him, and then I would work on his jacket and tone that in. So that's probably about an hour and a half of drawing, with seven positions, and getting as much information about this guy slightly different. That's how I dealt with a figure that won't hold still, drawing a bunch of drawings. So I'm gonna show you a couple of things.